That's a clip from the 1925 Harold Lloyd film, The Freshman. And for you actual freshmen, Simon Legree is a character from the book Uncle Tom's Cabin, which you definitely should have read by now. And this is the hook. Hey everybody, I'm Andrew Roush, and I love the University of Texas so much that, you know, I can't decide what my favorite part about UT is. Maybe it's the world-class libraries of PCL. The fine arts library is great, and then there's museums. I mean, you got all sorts of amazing. The faculty is terrific. Such good faculty members. Research. Have you been to the Pickle campus? They're doing all sorts of crazy research out there. And the tower. The tower's really cool. Anyway, if they're anything like me, a lot of freshmen show up to the 40 acres not knowing what they want to do or major in, or even what resources are here to help them with all that stuff. Heck, if they're anything like me, they'll leave not knowing what they want to do, but that's another story. So consider this episode a public service announcement for the folks coming to the 40 acres for the first time this fall. The class of 2019, geez. Well, anyway, the point is this. UT's School of Undergraduate Studies is here to help undergraduate students figure out just what they want to do. You see, the average UT student probably switches majors. Maybe they do it like 4 or 5 times, which really slows things down, and they need academic advice and career counseling. And UGS does all of these things for any UT undergrad. It's also where they control the core curriculum, which is what all undergraduates have to take to graduate, and it's where undeclared students get the help they need figuring out what their major really should be without having to switch 4 or 5 times and graduating late and deeper in debt. I mean, figuring out what you want to do with your life when you're like 18 years old is not an easy thing. Just ask UT sophomore Celia Gutentag. Celia?
The first semester was kind of just getting used to college. The second semester was really trying to decide what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. And so at being UGS, I had an academic advisor and a career counselor. And so finally my academic advisor told me just to meet with my career counselor to figure out maybe if I could figure out what my personality was like, what I could be doing for the rest of my life.
Right.
So she sat me down finally, and then she pulled out the list of all of the majors. I'm talking 140 majors that UT offers. And she made me sit down and go through and cross out every single major that did not sound interesting to me, circle the ones that were kind of interesting, and then just do that and go through all of them.
Dang.
And finally, the only thing left was advertising. I had crossed out everything else. So that was kind of when I decided, I guess I should go into advertising.
Well done, you budding Peggy Olson. So counselors helped, but what else, pray tell, helped you find your path?
The biggest thing for me was probably FIGs.
I prefer plums, but go on.
A FIG is just basically a small group of 20 to 30 students who their first semester of college just take 2 to 3 classes together, and they also have after once a week, they also meet together with an advisor, a student, a peer mentor, and an advisor that they meet with, and they talk about just all things relating to college, pretty much.
Oh yeah, sure, no, I totally knew that. Yeah, FIG, as in first year interest group, which are required of all undeclared students, but which are also open to any undergrad. Now, if only we had a FIG mentor to explain more.
As a FIG mentor, I'll set up different speakers to come to the class or different activities that we'll do as a class. Some of them will be, we might just as a group go to like the study abroad fair.
Corey, can I get that list of UGS programs? Oh, jeez. Okay, Matt, Celia, we're running out of time here, so let's get through as many of these as we can, tag team style. Ready, set, go, signature courses.
Really good opportunity for students to really work directly with a distinguished faculty member.
Also just the interesting factor of it, because you're taking this class and this is something that that professor asks to teach.
Bridging Disciplines program.
It allows me to get a certificate in something that is my interest, but not necessarily a major on campus.
PACE program.
The PACE program is where you take a class, one class at UT, and you live on the UT campus and you can participate in all the organizations that UT has to offer. But the majority of classes are taken at ACC.
The VICK Center.
Which is on campus and is there for advising, both academic advising and career advising. And I think that it's a program that is available to all students on campus, and I think a lot of students aren't aware of that.
Whew, well, whoop, there it is. Well, that's not all of it, actually. There's other stuff. There's the Archer program, and there's the Longhorn Scholars program, which, you know, it's got a cool name. I don't really know what that does. Well, you know what? You should probably just check out the link to the School of Undergraduate Studies that I have provided in the description down below, where there are also 3 UT-related news stories. You can see the Texas State Historical Association's historic return to UT. You can find out what former UT football players Bo Scaife and Selvin Young have been doing with themselves in their lives after football. And you can find out who's pulling them bells and playing them tunes up on top of the tower. Yes, the people who play the Eyes of Texas and all your favorite Lady Gaga songs. And hey, you know, while you're like checking out cool UT-related stuff on the internet, don't forget to subscribe to The Hook, because if you're not, what's wrong with you? And then get all your friends to subscribe, and then your family, and then your coworkers, and then go out and find people you don't know and make them subscribe to The Hook. And also check out the Texas Exes and our award-winning magazine, The All Call Day, and all your favorite social media websites. And until next time, I'm Andrew Roush. Stay hooked.